What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Playmaker Wade with the playbook. Hoping you're having a great day, morning, or evening. And y'all read the title, man. Got a new XRP, XLM, and HBAR update for y'all. Now, if this is your first time on the channel, welcome. I appreciate you giving this video a chance. Make sure to hit that bell and sub button because we don't just post weekly crypto analysis, weekly altcoin analysis, but we also post weekly stock analysis and plays. And most importantly, we live stream a live trade every day, London session 3 a.m. EST on YouTube. So we're not your typical investment channel or your typical trading channel. We teach you how to make money both on the front end as well as on the back end, meaning how to make both passive as well as active income when it comes to investing and when it comes to the charts. All you gotta do is hit that first link in the description, join the free signal, free telegram, then scroll your way up to the beginning of the month, May 2nd. You can see we did the recap of last month. Last month, April, we caught a total of 68,765 pips. Ended the month 16-1, only took one loss last month, giving us a 94% win rate. All you got to do is click this blue highlighted. It's going to take you to the beginning of April. We do recap the week at the end of every week, recap the day at the end of every day. And at the beginning of the week, we drop the Sunday chart analysis, going over all the high impact news for the week and going over not just what we see price doing Sunday night going into Monday, but what we see price doing throughout the entire week. And I want to give a special shout out to the members and students, y'all. We have been going absolutely crazy, as you can see. Shout out to my boy Ethan, made $300 in 2 hours off GJ last week. You can see the screenshot. He says, just like what you said during our one-on-one sessions the other day, don't overthink, keep it simple. The playbook works. So you see, he sent the screenshot. Then we got my boy Isaac. All right. You can't see the top of the screenshot, but he was in the London session live. He said, apply what I learned in the course. Once the news kicked in, it just kept going. And the interest to take your trading to the next level or get into day trading with proven results, go ahead and hit those links in the description, y'all. It's called the playbook for a reason. I'm Playmaker Way. But let's go ahead and get into this video. So first things first, we got XRP. Now again, I've been telling y'all about XRP since we hit 70 cents. I've been telling y'all when we first broke this level and when everybody was talking about crypto was crashing, it was not crashing, it was simply a retracement. And I also told y'all that we're going to be retesting this resistance level at $1.60. So make sure to have y'all's alerts to be ready to buy in. And as you can see, as soon as it hit this resistance level, what happened? It pushed the shot to the upside. You see what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we'll be talking about in the price action and technical analysis playbook. I'm telling y'all, the price action technical analysis playbook works on stocks, forex, options, and crypto. So when we go to the rules of the uptrend, what does the rules of the uptrend say? It says in order for the uptrend to continue, we need to break past the previous high, which gives us a new higher high. We also have to respect the support level the higher low is resting on. All right. So we see here, we broke past the previous high, and then we just turned this resistance level into a support level. So for the uptrend to continue at this point, we're going to have to break this resistance level here at $3.38, $3.40. But before we can hit that resistance level, let alone try to break it, which we failed to do so last time, we need to make sure we can respect and hold $2.25 as support. All right, which we see right here. So last week I told y'all we're going to be looking to see if we can turn this level from resistance to support, and we can see that's exactly what price is attempting to do right now. So if we can hold $2.25 as support, we can make our way back up to $3.40. Now for the uptrend to continue to see us hit all-time highs, we're going to need to break this resistance level and hold it as support, just like how we broke this resistance level, held it as support, broke this resistance level, about to attempt to hold this level as support, right? Just like how this was a resistance level, got broken and turned to support. That is how price works and moves. Now, if price does fail to hold and maintain $2.25 as support, it can possibly try to retrace back down to $1.60. But as long as we hold $1.60 as support, we're still extremely bullish, and I still see price continuing to push to the upside, especially with all these reports coming out, these deals, contracts coming in. Crypto and Web3 is the future. I keep telling y'all this. Y'all got to get y'all some crypto, y'all. Y'all got to get y'all some crypto. Now, as far as for the week, for the month, we're up 11%. But again, depending on where you entered, you could be up a lot more, because as you can see in the screenshot at the bottom left, it says $2.04. But I was telling y'all not only to get in at 70 cents, but last month I told y'all, and we see it went as low as $1.60. So again, we can't just really be following these percentages to kind of gauge how much you're going to be up or how much you are up, because if you go based off the charts, you get in at key price levels, you can be up way more than the weekly, monthly, or daily percentages, right? Another example is when we go into coin number 2, which is Stellar Lumens, right? You see it's down for the week. It was as high as 33 cents. And I told y'all we could see 32 cents get hit. But I also told y'all we're going to need to hold that level as support, which we failed to do. So again, this is why we trade off these key price levels. Look at how price rejected this level. Again, so you know the rules of the uptrend, rules of the downtrend, you know how the charts work when you stick and follow the playbook. And then on top of that, you got these key price levels marked off. It's literally a cheat code to the game. Okay, it's literally a cheat code to the game. As we're retracing, we're most likely going to head back down to 25 cents. As long as we can hold 25 cents of support, we can make our way back up to 32 cents. But we're going to need to hold 32 cents of support for not only the uptrend to continue, but for price to continue to push up to the next price points. Again, you can see here, we're treating this level as resistance. We need to hold this level back as support. So if we can hold 32 cents as support, we can make our way back up to 38.40 cents. We're going to need to hold that level as support though for the uptrend to continue. We're going to the bigger time frames. We had a slight reversal, but we respected 20 cents as support, and now we're kind of trying to respect 25 cents as support. So we do have a little bit of work to do. We look to the left, we can see that price has rejected this level every single time. It's came up to 50 cents, 55 cents. So we definitely need to break that level and hold that support for even all-time highs or the uptrend to continue. So make sure to pay attention to these key price levels right here for DCing in and DCing out at. And last but not least, we got HBAR, Heldera. Now y'all should be super up on this as well, because we've been talking about this for the past couple months. If y'all got in at 15 cents, you should be up right now, because it's currently chilling at 19 cents. The week is down 8%, which still isn't that bad, but for the month is up a whopping 20%. Yes, you heard that, 20%. I told y'all to get in this. I keep on telling y'all this wasn't a crash. This was just a retracement. And how can you tell this wasn't a crash going on with crypto? We see price pumped for 1, 2, 3 months, right? And price only retraced for 3 months. So if it pumped up for 3 months, retraced for 3 months, how is that a crash? Especially when the pump started at 5 cents. So we did this big move to the upside. We haven't even done half of this move as a retracement. So again, this is why you can't believe the hype. You can't just follow percentages. You have to learn how to read the charts. If you're trying to take investing seriously, you're trying to take trading seriously, you have to understand and learn how to read the charts, and you got to stick to the playbook, y'all, right? So looking at HBAR as of right now, similar thing with all these charts. Price broke this level. So now we're about to see if we can hold this as support here at 20 cents. If we can hold 19, 20 cents as support, which we see price is about to attempt to do today, we can see price push his way back up to 25 cents. Now we're going to need to hold 25 cents of support, which we see we failed to do so last time. But if we could hold 24, 25 cents as support, we can make our way back up to 30 cents. And again, for the uptrend to continue, as you can see, we need to hold this level as support for the uptrend to continue, because like the rules of the uptrend say, in order for the uptrend to continue, we need to break past the previous high, which gives us a new higher high. We also have to respect the support level the higher low is resting on. So when we look right here, this is the higher low. So we got to respect this level, but we also got to break this resistance level to give us a new higher high to come into play. All right, so that's what we're going to be looking for HBAR. So make sure to pay attention to these price points. Now, if we reject 18 cents, we can possibly make our way back down to 15 cents. So do keep that in mind. If y'all enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Comment down below any questions, comments, concerns you may have. Make sure to hit that first link in the description, join the free Signal, free Telegram, y'all. Again, y'all see how we've been doing with the crypto. Y'all see how we've been doing with the stocks. Y'all see how we've been doing with the Signal rooms. If you're interested in how to identify these levels, my Signal service or mentorship programs, make sure to hit those links in the description, y'all. But before you make a decision, let me tell you a little bit about those details. Advanced Play Signal, we trade Tokyo session exclusively with the members. We trade London session and then New York. Just like the Sunday chart analysis I drop in the free Signal, I drop one every day during New York session called the New York Price Watch List. This is where I go over the trades we took during Tokyo session, London session, and possible sells going into New York. I don't just say we're looking for buys or looking for sells. I explain why we're looking for buys, why we're looking for sells, and then I take it a step further and go over key price points to look for entries and exits on. As you can see here, I call this Signal. You see I'm walking y'all through what's going on with the trades we're in. I'm giving y'all updates to what I talked about in the New York Price Watch List. And then of course you see me showing y'all screenshots to visually show y'all what's going on behind the scenes, or what I see on my end behind the scenes. All right, we also have exclusive live streams that we go live during New York news events at least twice a week. And just like the London session lives, if you missed the live, they're recorded and posted in here so you can watch them when you get a chance. You have access to over 500 videos of daily chart analysis and weekly live streams. And in fact, you have access to even the ones last year in 2022. Then there's also the pinned messages like the account size key, the student and member group chat, and much more. Now, I also have the course, of course. The course doesn't just teach you my trading strategy, it also teaches you how to read the charts, because that's what I teach y'all. You saw I had no indicators, no trend lines. It's simply just market flow and trading and entering and exiting off key price levels. Now, all the stuff that I just went over, you get access to all that stuff in the course channel. So that way, not only do you have the step-by-step playbook of how to look and read any chart at all times, but you have ongoing chart analysis, ongoing education for life. Now, I also have one-on-one sessions. One-on-one sessions also comes with access to the advanced play signal room and the student member group chat. That way you can earn while you learn, but then you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded an hour long, but you also get 2 sessions a week that are recorded in an hour long and they're sent to you same day. Those are yours to keep for life. So if you're interested in that, hit those links in the description. If y'all want to contact me directly, y'all can DM me on Instagram at playmaker_way. Also make sure to follow me on there, and TikTok _playmakerway_. I post daily on both pages. And I'll see y'all next time I'm live or next time I post a video. Peace. We out.